I'm Dick from fluteflights.com, and I not only play the Native American flute, I also write instruction books so you can play the flute too. Contrary to the opinion of most who hear music played on the Native American flute, this flute is capable of producing more than just the familiar traditional sounding tunes. There are multiple types of scales possible on this instrument, and with this scale flexibility we can push this instrument to its limit, and that limit is just about limitless. In this video we're going to explore the kinds of tunes that can be played in the easiest scale on the Native American flute. This scale is called the pentatonic scale, and it sounds like this. If we add the octave note like this, we have more melodic possibilities. So even though the pentatonic scale is just 5 notes, if we play the octave note, we have 6 notes. A popular playing style in this scale is the freestyle. The melody in freestyle is loosely constructed and often non-repeating. The player simply makes it up as he or she goes along. In freestyle, there is no specific rhythm. In fact, a drummer would have no way of knowing how to accompany you. It's just the flute and the notes that emerge on the fly as they come from the mind and heart of the player. Playing freestyle might sound something like this. Now notice how this particular tune isn't something you might sing in the shower. But this kind of playing can be a very powerful, emotional, and meditative experience for both the flute player and the listener. A more familiar type of playing is a specific tune with a specific rhythm. We can either compose our own tune, or we can play something that someone else has composed. A familiar American folk tune with a spiritual sound that's well suited to the pentatonic scale is called Wayfaring Stranger. It sounds like this. Notice that the tune has a specific rhythm and a specific melody where sections repeat in a predictable way. This is the kind of tune we are most used to listening to. There are an infinite number of tunes, both familiar and not so familiar, that you can play in the pentatonic scale. When you first start playing the flute, you should begin with this pentatonic scale. Not because it's necessarily easier than the other scales, but because it will help you produce the traditional sound of the Native American flute that's so attractive to listeners. Let's review this scale just one more time. Here's another example of playing in the freestyle. What I just played for you is a traditional Native American tune called Corn Grinding Song. It's in celebration of the Native American women who ground the corn and fed the tribe, and I often play a much longer version of this tune when I meditate. There is a very simple, traditional sounding introductory tune I've composed to introduce people to the ease of playing the flute. This tune, which I call First Prayer, is in my Jumpstart Flute book. This book is a free supplement to all of the other flute packages I've written. So let's hear First Prayer. If you'd like to know more about the pentatonic scale and how to get the most from it, check out our selection of Native American flute method books, specifically the books Celebrate the Native American Flute, Earth Flute, and Blues on the Native American Flute will give you lots of practice with the pentatonic scale. For more information, come visit us at fluteflights.com. We'll be waiting for you